for our continual connection, whether you're watching me live on a replay version. Say hello, hello, hello. Post it in the comment section. If you have a question, you have a comment, you want to see more of, you want me to talk about a particular aspect of the training, the nutrition, the mindset, motivation, whatever it is you need, post your questions down below. Join me. If you're joining me live, ask it now. We can interact right now. Tell me where you're watching me from, what part of the world. Tell me if you're watching me on Facebook at Skip LaCour page, or on my Facebook Workouts for Older Men page, or on my YouTube channel at Skip LaCour. Doesn't matter if you're watching me live or replay version over on Instagram, Skip LaCour, Twitter, Skip LaCour, LinkedIn, Skip LaCour. Maybe you see a clip on my TikTok page, Skip LaCour. Doesn't matter. This is our time to interact. I'm coming to you for a continual connection. We become what we think about most. And I'm going to jump on here pretty much about this time. Every night, I'll just say every night that my kids don't have, well, this time of year, baseball game, softball game, right, or their sports. I'll come on here. I'll jump on here just to connect with you. It's Friday night. Guys out and about, you're sitting there with the family, right? Got the phone in your hand, right? Pete, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing, sir? Great to have you here. Robert, hello, hello, hello. Robert and Pete are on Facebook. All right. You guys have any questions? Any comments? We don't even have to talk about fitness if you don't want to. And I talk to, a lot of men. I mean, it starts off, the conversation with me starts off on fitness, but, a lot of it is, we're at this age where, we have a lot of goals and dreams and things that, we've worked very hard for. A lot of them turn out just the way we wanted them. Some of them, we got everything we worked hard for years. And it's like, okay, well, that's pretty good, but maybe didn't deliver on all of its promises or how you'd feel. Right. So, kind of we're in that groove, but what next? What are we going to do for the next 20, 30 years? Hello, John. Great to have you here. Right. And what I talk about is, this is the time to just wipe away the past, all your successes and all your failures, unless you want to build upon, learn from your failures, build upon your successes. But it's from this day forward. If you were to, just like you were a 22-year-old kid, setting some goals for your life, right? Well, we got to do this at 52, at 62, the same way. Hello, Danny, just turned 44, have been working out for a while, not gaining muscle mass or losing weight around the waist as fast as I thought I would, working out mostly every day, sometimes twice. Okay, well, let me just tell you something, Danny, is that, and I appreciate you being here. You've been working out, putting in the effort. But it's very common, whether a person is getting good results, poor results, or average results, right? No matter what kind of results they're getting, because we lack perspective and because we want it badly, almost everybody, even if they're doing pretty well, they think they should be getting more, or they really think they should be getting more, better, faster results, more muscle gain, more fast loss in a shorter period of time, more than what they're getting. That's so common. It doesn't matter what they look like. It's just that we feel we put in so much work. So we're not getting everything back, even though we look better than most. Very common. My question is, well, how do you know if you're going at a slow pace, medium pace, or a fast pace as far as your muscle loss and your weight loss? I mean, you come up with a number, a time frame, where does that come from? I mean, there are no charts and graphs, just maybe anecdotally what you hope for, what somebody may have told you. But how do you really know, besides you wanting it more and faster? How do you know? Right? You lack objectivity and perspective from people who know what something good is. And it happens all the time, right? So number one is, so that's the first thing, right? Just because we want it faster doesn't mean our bodies really can do that, no matter how ambitious we are. Right. There's certain things you can't just cut out, create a calorie deficit. I want to be really aggressive. I won't eat for 10 days. Right. Well, you're not going to, you're not going to make it go faster that way. And kind of work for a little while, kind of box you in a corner, dead end, overworking, working out every day. Not that you're going to harm your body, but it's not going to speed the process just because you want to work out 4 hours a day instead of just 2 hours, or, it's not going to double your time. More isn't always better. Right? Better is better. All right. So we got to think about that. Um, and then the other thing is you talked about. So I've been working. I'm 44. I've been working out for a while. I don't know how long a while is for you. Are you talking 3 years? Probably not. Probably what, 3 or 4 months consistently, and gaining muscle. Man, that whole thing of gaining muscle. It's just something I don't think people understand how what they should expect, how much muscle gain. I know what they want, but what they should really expect. And then the fat loss too. And you talk about working out every day. What about your diet? What have you done with your diet? Have you put that effort in working out every day? Have you watched your diet every day? Because that's going to make the biggest impact on not just losing the fat around the waist, but making you appear that the muscle that you do gain, that is even visible when you get lean. So, so a lot of those factors I don't know, but I'm giving you a lot of things to think about there. Uh, how hard can you train every week if you're 55 years old? Experience 10 years. How hard? Hard, really hard, not so hard. Those are just words. Words have no meaning. The people attach the meaning to it, right? Everybody thinks they train hard, right? But if you watch them in the gym, where are they creating those standards? What are they comparing themselves to somebody else, or they come up with that, right? So, a lot of times people want to train hard and they want to train more often and longer periods of time. And without knowing it, the intensity goes down to because more is better, more time is better, more sets, more reps, more days. And so you can do that. You can train as much as you want, but you're probably lightening the intensity. You're running like a middle distance race or a long distance race. Now, rather than short bursts that are more efficient and more effective, right? So, if someone trained that hard, like they just know how to train, they're in there 4 days a week. They know what to do with every set. They know the whole purpose of training, and they're in there for 45 minutes, right? Let's just say to get it all done, that would be hard training, all right, if they can produce, right? Well, you can't train for 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. I don't care if you're Superman that hard. It's gonna be watered down, right? And to allow you to train 6, 7 days a week for 2 hours, right? So the key, nobody can really define that, right? A lot of it's mental in that process, right? I liked your article on 10 things to get your swagger back. I took your advice and cut out listening to music. Yeah, that's that's probably one of the most controversial because music is a multi-billion-dollar industry. It takes us on these emotional rides. It reminds us of the good times. The challenging thing is that it'll all also link us to all the challenge time. You can be in a bad mood. Something reminds you of, I don't know, the girl who broke up with you in high school that kind of traumatized you that you never that the song, but it's still kind of linked into our body those times. Maybe the death of a friend, maybe bad, hard times. And so you might have all those positive emotions. It's linked in negative emotions without you knowing it. It's programming. I mean, that's why it's such, it takes you on that ride. So the thing about it is, do you want that ride randomly being taken on it, or do you want to control your own mind, your own programming? And every time, even if, oh, well, this is a great song. This reminds me of 30 years ago when I was on top of the world, right? That's what it reminds me of. Well, even if it remind you, that's 30 years ago. Those times are gone. How many times do you listen to music and you have that nostalgia, right? You know what that nostalgia is? You feel that pain in your heart, right? That is a missing of the past, wishing it was here, right? Um, Even the good times that the song reminds you, those times are gone. You had a million challenges since then. You've aged 30 years. You're getting closer to mortality. There's a lot of things tied in that we get programmed. We've been programmed by music, whether we realize it or not. Hello, and had a great day remembering to be thankful for all the little stuff. Yes. To help me unstack all this negative thoughts I face trying to work out in public. I'm going to work out at home to get those kicked off. Awesome. Okay, great. Ken here in Asheville, North Carolina. MVG821. What's up, Skip? You are up. Thank you so much for being here over on YouTube. All right. So you've been training for 3 years, Danny, and how about, was that helpful? Did I talk about, nutrition? How much effort have you put into that? And have you lost no weight, no improvements at all in 3 years? So you've done all this consistent working out. Have you watched your diet and there's no improvement or just not what you want, right? I can ask. I see men all the time, right? And so they come to me for one-on-one coaching, and you can go in the description. I help guys figure out this out, get the perspective that they need to go forward. If they're winning, they know they're winning. If they need to tighten up, I give them the strategies so they have that perspective. And they look great to me, right? 55, 65, whatever, but it's not good enough for them, right? And then I'll say, well, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate your body, right? You versus you, not against everybody else. And they'll tell me like 4 out of 10. I'm thinking, oh, man, I see 55-year-old men all the time. That's way better than 4, but it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what he thinks, what you think, right? And then what you want to do to, go from there. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, guys. Well, like I said, I want to keep on posting those questions, keep on saying hello. I'll come back to that. And again, I'll be here. I'll be here for you. Like I said, guys, reach out if you want to know about one-on-one coaching. We could talk about it before we make any commitment. I want to make sure it's a good fit for you. All right, so reach out the description of all the different programs that I have. I know one will fit you. It's in the description of this video. All right, so that's going to do it for Workouts for Older Men Live. Let's live the day with a sense of urgency, every day with a sense of urgency. We have to when we're a little bit older. We've got more time behind us than we do in front of us. Have a great day.